Okay.
Okay, so it's me and Sarah Hahn, and this is Atlantica Online. And
Yes,
we're
it is. We're online now.
yeah, we're
Uh,
online. As you can see, I'm in. How many of you can guess where I am? Just from the visual cues. Why the fuck
oh,
do I need to know that somebody just acquired a rare item?
that was loud as fuck. Yeah, they did a congratulatory, loud, fucking oppressive noise that I had to. Wow.
Was it?
Note, note to self: don't ever get a rare item because I'll fucking piss off the entire server. All
You
right.
like you don't even roll on shit. It's like, hey, you're never.
Yeah, yeah. Would you like to roll on this thing you need? Really? No, fuck that. I don't want to make everybody mad and wake their baby up and shit. Fuck that. I'll just fucking give it to you. I'll pass on that shit every time.
Yeah, it's like this hot potato. It's like, fuck getting gear. I want to be
Did you
popular.
know? Did you know there's one guy sitting there with a notebook, just like, oh, I'll remember that name, you cocksucker. You woke up my fucking kid. Now you're dead. All right, so Atlantica. Yeah,
Yeah,
what we're
yeah.
doing. All
Boy, what
right.
a pain in the ass it was to set up for the session too.
Yeah, for
The
sure.
good news is from now on, I hope that the sound quality is good. I would listen to some of our old recordings, especially the blacklight stuff we did with Skep, and also I did some solo recording of this, and I ended up scrapping the footage. It was like a couple hours of footage, but the sound quality was just too bad due to pops and breathing into the mic.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I looked up, how to reduce pops, and I messed around with Audacity, couldn't get rid of it. Uh,
Right.
and then I looked up, those physical pop filters, right? Where
Yeah,
they
yeah.
stop the air from, so it stops the puffs. And I was like doing this arts and crafts bullshit, trying to make like a little miniature one without having to spend any fucking money.
Right.
And then also, I do a mic on a headset because it's just more comfortable for me rather than leaning forward on a desk mic. I can move around.
Right.
And I just could not make one that was effective. Couldn't get rid of the pops. Finally, just fucking lightning bolt, you know, idea, light bulb over my head. I just put on a fucking scarf over my mouth. And so now all I have to do is record with a fucking ninja mask on or like a burqa, whatever. And no more pops. Pa-pa-pa-pa-pa-pa-pa. No more pops. So you're welcome, everyone. If I ever
Yeah.
do,
I'm surprised I could fucking hear you like that anyway.
it's
So,
it's a it's a very quality scarf. So yeah, now I look like I look
all right.
I really look like a bandit of some kind with just the nose and mouth covered, but then
Mm.
eyes and top of head like a low level bandit mob, probably like will exist in this game in some form. So
Yeah.
this is the great state of Kentucky. Sarah Hun, you'll see it eventually. I was walking around after I did the introductory quests, and
Yeah.
since I have to get back the same way I came, you're gonna get a walking tour of parts of North America and Europe as I go back to my home of Atlantis. I could have been walking this whole time. So yeah, this is Kentucky right here.
Well, where so how do we where the fuck are you first of all?
I just said I'm in Kentucky.
Yeah, the great state of Kentucky, but I don't know where the fuck. Maybe that's a better question. Where am I
Wow,
in relation to where you are?
are you still in Atlantis?
What? I guess I don't
Okay,
fucking know what
okay.
I'm doing.
You chose. Okay, there's two races, right? There's the regular humans,
Uh huh.
right?
Yeah.
And then there's the giant sloth creatures that are native to Kentucky. They're endangered, so I'll just leave them alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, yeah,
All right.
you chose the giant Amazon ladies, right?
Correct. No, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, not the regular humans. Okay, so if you've just done the starter quests, then I know exactly where to get to you. So just go ahead and
Yeah.
go ahead and
G-
derp around. I'm already on my way, and on the way,
okay. Cool.
people will get to see.
I'm level 3, by the way. So yeah,
Yeah,
I'm moving along pretty rapidly. Don't want to brag, but you know, I've done a lot of quests I don't understand. It involved a lot of reading. I didn't do any of it. There was a nice little trail that showed me where to go. It's not here anymore. So now I'm kind of just walking around killing shit.
that's good. That's good.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, any new game, I just derp. I mean, there's just so many bells and whistles and things you have to learn.
And bright colors and pretty stuff. And
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like a casino. And then on top of that, you just get your concentration shattered because some asshole found a random item lying around.
yeah, no shit. God damn, that was oppressive. And here's this guy called the Chosen Swordsman, who apparently I chose because it's in his title. I don't remember choosing this asshole. Although he seems really preoccupied with his sword. He just keeps taking it out and looking at it. It's fucking eerie. Alright, let's go over here.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so many options, and I skip a tutorial or two. Man, what city is this supposed to be? Is this like Baltimore or some shit? This is Freedom Park. What's near?
Freedom Park.
Yeah, Freedom Park. Oh, there's a
That
tank.
sounds like a horrible neighborhood. Like all the neighborhood with things like liberty and
Oh
freedom.
no, dude! There's Sherman tanks, and then there's a guy playing an electric guitar.
Mm. Well, no, I mean in my experience, like every city that has like freedom or liberty in it, there's just a lot of murders there. So it's just like,
Yeah, judging from the fact someone in some kind of like a gimp suit doing cartwheels with knives in their hands is coming by me with the guy with the electric guitar, I'm going to say that this, yeah. And then a guy with the tanks rolling past the sloths. Nobody seems to care about the sloths. They must,
wow, I want to go to there. Like right now, I'm in this horrible place. Nothing going on.
This
Yeah.
guy, is he an NPC? He says, unpatriotic punk leader. Maybe it's an NPC. I'm going to talk to him.
Unpatriotic punk leader.
Okay, well, I couldn't talk to him. Here's a swordsman.
Ooh, how punk. Ah, shit, what happened? Uh-oh. Oh,
Great.
okay. So,
How are you? I am swordsman. I am on my way to New York. Can I help you? Greeting. You're not a high enough level to be talking to me. Okay, well, bye.
well, holy shit. You stuck-up bastard.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna say that to somebody on some other game. You're not a high enough level to be talking to me.
Well, do you remember how the aggro system... Okay,
Uh-oh, somebody else has awarded something.
Yeah, and you know what?
And there's a button that says whisper. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, it goes away on its own. It's not centered for me. It probably won't be recentered until I restart the client. So anyway, yeah, somebody could really... It's supposed to be like some eastern seaboard city, but everything's like just piles of dirt. There's sloths running everywhere. And then the architecture's like somewhere between colonial and... I don't know. So anyway, as you can probably tell, it's a... like a parody version or an alternate universe. Or maybe it's just what Koreans think North America looks like. Actually, it probably is what North Koreans think, because this is a Korean game. South Korean game, of course. Everything.
Oh, so like the
South
whole
Korea.
Cartman sort of thing applies here? Like,
What
this is
Cartman thing?
bullcrap. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but all these people are Koreans.
Yeah, I mean, half of them are Koreans. Yeah.
I actually said that. I actually said that in a random chat thing one time, and the guy's like, "No shit, I'm Korean." And I was like, "Oh, that's awkward."
Oh, well, that's even funnier.
Yeah.
Because now you're offended and mad. So
Yeah.
let's build on that. Let's talk about how Korean you are.
Yeah.
And how right I was in my assessment of the situation. Because you're half the people here. So so I was right, and half of these people are Korean.
That's very philosophical.
I'm nice. I try to work things out.
Okay, so I took a little portal from Baltimore. Now I'm in looks like Greenland, or well, I mean Iceland would be way over here.
Is there like a map I can reference? Or?
Yeah, upper right corner. You click on the M.
Oh, okay, cool. How about that shit?
You know what's actually pretty cool is I walked all the way here despite being a low level, and like in WoW, if you were a low level, you just could not leave a low
Uh,
level zone
I
because, like,
cannot open the map in the tutorial area.
oh yeah, you need to get out of the tutorial area.
Yeah.
See, I check it constantly because my sense of direction is not so good. Boy, even that shitty road I built in Minecraft is better than this fucking road. But yeah, in World of Warcraft and a lot of other MMOs, creatures will aggro on you from more farther away, based on a difference in level, right? Because they don't want you to see the whole world at once, which is kind of dumb, because it's like, I don't know, what are they afraid of? You're gonna explore it all at once and then stop playing, or just because you saw some scenery?
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Beautiful landscape. Well, I'm down here. Fuck it.
yeah. Scandinavian Peninsula. So anyway, yeah, I mean, you'd be. I remember when I got started, Shane was showing me around, and I don't know what he was thinking. He's like, "Come on, follow me," and he's like level 70 or something, and I'm falling around at level 10 or lower, and I would just, he'd be falling around, and he's like, "Oh, you don't have to worry. You don't generate any threat. They'll all be after me." And then, of course, I'm getting eaten by coyotes every 5 steps. It's basically like a constant, ghost run. And, of course, you don't have a mount. You cannot attain a mount till level 20, and then you can't attain a good speed mount to 40. So I was just constantly being eaten by stray animals. And then we finally arrive in Outland, okay? And I'm at this low level. I think I'm gaining levels just from... This is the first time I ever played the game, right? So I arrive in, like, Outland or some weird place, and I'm like, what the fuck is the point of our journey, and why do you need me? And he's like, I just wanted you to see some of the scenery.
We took the scenic route, bitch.
Yeah, it's like, you can hearth back now. You don't need to be here. You have no reason to fucking be here.
Wow. Yeah. Appreciate that. Oh, shit.
So, of course, they have all these adorable anime-like cuties, like any East Asian game. I was in a chat room, not a chat room, like a Twitch stream, watching this guy do, like, action RPGs, like Dragon's Dogma or Dark Souls. And these people started on this really self-righteous bullshit trip about, oh, well, people shouldn't use, like, people who make, like, breast augmentation mods for Skyrim or this and that, and yeah, why don't they just download porn, blah, blah, blah. I thought, you guys are... I was the only dissenting opinion at first, but I think I won some people over to my point of view. I'm like, look, it's like, what the fuck? Why do you roll a female character? It's because you prefer to look at it, right?
Yep.
It's... I don't know who you think you're trying to prove. I mean, if anything,
What's the argument, though?
Yeah.
It's like you want to... I don't even understand the contention. Like, it's like, you want to see titties in the wrong place? Like, but... Like, is there, like, a bad place? Like, you're into tits, so why don't you go over here? Well, because there's tits here. And I can play this game at the same time. It's just perfectly convenient, It's like, why not make my character's tits incredibly large? Why can't I do that? Oh, wait, I can, and fuck you.
Now, this is kind of scary. They have this little pigtail traveling girl. And I'm almost afraid to talk to her, because, it's an East Asian MMO, and she's all by herself.
Shall I settle down in this village?
Okay. Continue.
Oh, okay, so nothing really happened. It's just a little creepy. She shouldn't be out here by herself. It's like a quest involving a windowless van.
You think motherfuckers would quit making those?
Yeah. Yeah.
But you can't, because crews need those fucking things.
And that's like an Onion news thing. In a stroke of genius, automakers recall their entire lines of windowless vans.
Yeah, no shit. Oh, man.
But yeah, here you can walk all the way across. You can walk. I mean, I was tired before because I had walked all the way from Portugal to Kentucky. So my dogs are barking. I had to stop playing for a bit. But it is kind of cool. I mean, I think more places should be like that because if you look at like a level difficulty map of most MMOs, most WoW or EverQuest like MMOs, I think, they have okay, like you start off in a level 10 zone or level 1 to 10, and if you take you just go west, you're in a zone that's level 50 or no, I mean that's not accurate if you're a Duratar, but you know what I mean. It's like to the north is the 11 through 20, to the east is the 30s, and to the west
Right,
is the 40. You
right.
know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
kind of a tacked on thing. But what they ought to do is do. I'm looking at that's Helsinki right over there. It's this palace. Um, this merchant probably won't even talk to me because I'm not level 30. Nobody will. He's like a Chinese merchant walking around. He doesn't look like he's dressed for this weather, but neither am I. Anyway, like they ought to arrange more. Like I told you about the game Realm of the Mad God.
Yeah.
They have the level difficulties of the areas and the kinds of monsters that spawn there. They go up in level based on how far inland you are, right? And if you just made a thing where it's like, okay, like if you looked at the difficulty map and it was, like if you look at what are those maps that show the altitudes, where it's like the highlands are in a bright orange, and then the lowlands
Oh,
are
yeah,
green,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then it goes to the ocean. If it was like that, just like you had these danger spots, but as long as you gave them a wide berth, you could travel all over the world. That would make a lot more sense, and it would be a lot more liberating, because just give you more variety right out of the bat instead of being stuck in the goddamn barrens for 20 levels.
Yeah.
Anyway, oh, by the way, how much gold do you have?
30.
30?
Yep.
You're gonna ask me how much I have?
Yeah. How much gold do you have?
5 million.
Are you serious?
I am 5 million and 10. I was on this very journey. I was on this very journey, right? There's St. Petersburg.
Uh-huh.
Right? Wandering old man. Let's see. I was on this very journey, right?
Yeah.
And I bumped into this guy. I was like, hey, how's it going, And he's like, here's some money. And I was like, God. And it has that trade screen. And I said, I said, I don't know if I want to accept because I don't want to know what it is I have to do to to earn this money that you're about to give me. And he laughed and he said, don't worry, somebody gave me an even larger sum of money. So obviously people are buying gold like it's going out of style and just throwing it around. And what was funny is after he left, I mean, we talked a little bit and he gave me $5 million and I didn't have to give him a hand job or anything, which was nice. And then he's
Wow.
like, okay, and he goes away on his fucking, I forget if he had some kind of crazy mount. And so he leaves, and then he sends me a friend invite.
Well, I mean, dude, even, not to interrupt, but even if you had to give him a hand job, that's a lot of money. It's probably... Anyway, go ahead.
No, it's a fair point. There's a new person on the server. His Skype message is, I'm not gay, but $20 is $20. Doesn't provide any other context, just that.
Yeah.
And then,
I mean,
so anyway, he
5
sends
million.
me a friend invite, and I was so tempted to decline just to laugh at him. It's like, here's $5 million. Let's be friends. No, I'm good.
No, I don't really like you.
I really consider you more of a work associate.
I just leave out the word work.
Yeah.
Associate. Hmm.
Look, you gave me $5 million for doing nothing. I think our business is concluded.
Yeah, no thanks for anything else. I knew I'd have to fucking do something for that.
Yeah.
Being your friend, and just fuck that. You should have gave him the money back for extra humor. You
Yeah.
should like, hey, he like sends you like a friend request, and you just send him the money back. You're like, you know what? Never mind. It's like, holy shit! The lack of my friendship was worth $5 million gold. This guy did not want to be my friend so bad that he gave me all the money back, just in case that's what it meant.
Yeah. So, obviously the world is a very condensed version because you go walking for a few minutes and you just cross, like, country boundaries of 5 different nations. Anyway, oh yeah, that's the other thing. Not only are we going to take a look at this and do some, PvE stuff, see what it has to offer, but you can actually conquer. You can actually conquer cities. Like, you form guilds, and then guilds form alliances with other guilds, and then you can actually conquer places. Oh, look at this. Look at the larger map. It's got, just like WoW had Outland and Azeroth, here you have Atlantis, which is like floating in the sky for some reason, and you have the surface. So we'll be in Atlantis pretty soon. The moment I finished the tutorial, I just took off running, because I wanted to see, because it said, and I guess this is a relatively common trope with East Asian MMOs. It has this, bizarre version of our world, and I just wanted to see what they did with it. And I have to say, it's amazing. It's fucking amazing.
Cool.
So anyway, yeah, you can take over places, and I talked to this one person. I bumped into them, and they were really nice, and they said, yeah, I was playing this before, and they were a veteran of multiple MMOs, and said that they'd played this game before, but then they stopped at one point, largely due to the fact that one faction had gained almost all the power, and they owned, this collection of guilds owned almost the whole world, and yeah, the moment you stepped out of the side of the city, you'd get PvP'd, and that every day there were fresh declarations of hostility, and you can actually lose gear if you get ganked on the road under some circumstances, I guess. And so it was just oppressive, and nobody outside that faction could function. And I said, well, that's horrible. I want to do that to people. And so,
Yeah, no shit.